Hello, everyone. In this revision lesson today, let's discuss MOCI, that is Maudsley's Obsessive Compulsive Inventory. Now, there are two different measures that are part of a syllabus that could be used to measure OCD. Amongst those two, the first one is MOCI, and the second one is YBOCS, that is Yale Brown Obsessive Compulsive Inventory. To begin with, what exactly is MOCI? MOCI is a psychometric measure. What is a psychometric measure here? Any tool, any measuring tool that collects your personal traits, that collects characteristics, your information on your characteristics. Now, IQ tests are also an example of psychometric measures. Taking this ahead, what I want you guys to keep in mind is MOCI is an example of a psychometric measure. Number two, it's a self-report measure. Keep that in mind. A self-report measure that has 30 statements in it, which give you an option of either opting for true or false over here. It's a questionnaire, as we're all aware. The scores over here range between 0 to 30. Because they're just 30 statements, this doesn't really take us more than 5 minutes, so that's quicker. Also, it's pretty important that we keep in mind that MOCI is not a formal diagnostic tool. It's just a preliminary tool, a preliminary measure that is used by many general physicians and clinicians so that they could refer the patient or the potential patient to a psychologist. Moving on, if we talk about the purpose, if we talk about the purpose of MOCI, it helps assess symptoms of OCD. One. Number two, it helps measure severity and the type of OCD related behaviors. Now, how does it do this? It is the MOCI is able to do this through different domains that are being assessed here. So there are four key areas that are assessed. To name them, the first one is checking, the second one is washing, the third one is slowness, and the fourth one is doubting. Checking, an example of checking could be rechecking appliances every now and then. Number two, washing, an example of this could be excessive hand washing. Number three, slowness, an example of this would be taking excessive amount of time to complete tasks. Number four, doubting, feeling uncertain even after completion of tasks. If we quickly move on towards the strengths of MOCI and then the limitations, because they're just 30 questions there, because they're just 30 statements, in fact, so it's very time saving. It's quick. If it's quick, more people would show readiness towards answering questions. And like we discussed earlier, it doesn't take more than 5 minutes. It is quick, it is easier to administer, and because you're collecting quantitative data, your comparisons always get easier. Moving on towards the limitations over here, because this is an example of a self-report measure, you always fear social desirability bias, and it lacks depth and detail. So this was a quick little revision on MOCI, that is Maudsley's Obsessive Compulsive Inventory. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you.